Here are Ryan's top 3 favorite wrestlers. Number 3, Will Ospreay. Number 2, Kenny Omega. Number 1, Master Wada. No way, that can't be right. Damn! Now back to Jack and Ryan on the MonsterCast.
But what I guess the main that's not even the reason I brought this up. The reason I brought this up is because Blood and Guts is actually returning, which is awesome. It's one of my favorite match concepts of all time, which is obviously War Games. But Danielson is injured for 6 to 8 weeks, as he noted in the scrum. So does this hurt the match for you? How do you think the teams will stack? Do you think it's going to just be Bucks, Page, and Eddie versus Mox, Claudio, and Wheeler? Mox, Claudio, Wheeler, and Takeshita? Do you think fucking Kenny Omega and somebody else comes up in this bitch to make it 5-on-5? Because that's what it usually is in War Games. So yeah, do you think they find a replacement for Danielson so that Kenny Omega can be in it as well, or do you think they just go with the 4-on-4, etc., whatever?
They may just do a 4-on-4. I mean, 4-on-4 is fine. I feel like if you tried to add somebody in just to round it out right now, it wouldn't really make that much sense. It would feel a little bit forced because you're already kind of shoehorning in Takeshita as it is, right? So I don't know. The other thing it could do is have Eddie join the other side and then do Ibushi, Kenny, I guess. There's ways to play around it with for sure. I don't think they have Ibushi debut on a Dynamite though.
Yeah, I don't either. Alright. What's your hype levels for the Blood and Guts match though, because of it being BCC versus the Elite?
Depends on who's in it. I mean, it's that's really what it is. It's just gonna depend on who's in it. So,
I feel like Omega's gonna be in it, man, because he's got a match against Yuta coming up this Wednesday.
Right, and that seems like they're building toward that Blood and Guts match with that. So I think he's gonna be in it too. Hopefully he's not burning himself out with all these fucking matches.
But maybe Eddie's not involved at all. Maybe it's just the Bucks, Page, and Omega versus Mox, Claudio, Wheeler, and Takeshita.
That would make sense. Or Eddie could join the other side, and then you have a reason to bring in somebody on BCC side too. So,
Interesting. We were both wrong, by the way, picking BCC at Forbidden Door, and the Elite ended up winning. So, do you think Blood and Guts is going to be won by BCC this time?
I mean, it's
usually not won by the heels or whoever has the advantage either, but still.
It's more their wheelhouse in the sense of like, it's a heel match where they can all use weapons and the cage and whatever the fuck. So maybe, I don't know. I don't think they have them lose 2 in this feud in a row. So that's probably another reason they don't bring back Ibushi for this. You don't bring him back just to lose. I think, right. I think Eddie being involved makes sense. I did love the promo backstage with Eddie and Moxley the other night, though, where
Renee got involved.
Yeah, but before that, you can barely hear it because they're yelling over each other.
When he's talking about Chikara being 10 years ago, nobody cares.
He said nobody cares about some dumb Chikara feud from 10 years, or dumb Chikara shit from like 10 years ago. And then after that, while Eddie's still screaming over some, it's hard to hear. He says, I knocked his teeth out. And he's not mad at me. Talking about when he, So that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that fucking Moxley has a point, and he's supposed to be the heel. You're supposed to be going for Eddie, but it's kind of feeling like, yeah, Eddie, you're being a little fucking petty about this shit now. It's like you need to get over it.
But that's why people like him, though. It's the ultimate.
Because he doesn't let shit go.
Yeah, he's just ultimately petty to the end.
Hey guys, did you like that video? If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also catch full episodes of the MonsterCast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. And you can also catch us live every Sunday on Twitch. All links in the description below, along with some sweet merch from yours truly, the MonsterCast. Deuces.